things started to slowly get worse with the abuse. The abuse would start verbally, then physically. Basically, it covered the whole genre of abuse. He covered everything.
All I knew was a life of chaos and sickness. Walking into the shelter, and sadly enough, it was one of my children that delivered me there. That was a horrible feeling. I had no place else to go.
So we want to travel back 25 years ago. I was 15 at the time. I got brought into my friend's house by police officers from the hospital. They make you feel accepted. They don't judge. At my friend's house, it is really a friendly house. Like I said, we're going back 25 years ago, and I can still remember all of this because it was a positive in a negative situation.
My life without my friend's house probably wouldn't turn out the same. It's, I don't know what I'd do, sorry, I don't know what I'd do without it. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's a wonderful place, and I'd be lost without it.
And the staff at the shelter I had support 24 hours a day. I mean, if I was having a rough night, I could, 3 o'clock in the morning, could go sit and talk to somebody. So I always had the support and guidance. What would we do without a shelter? What would we do without the counseling and the support? The majority of us would end up staying in an abusive relationship.
It would have been very scary to go through alone without my friend's house. That's another thing too, that I know I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for my friend's house.
They helped me to find a place to go to. They helped me find transportation back and forth to school so I could finish my high school. It's unfortunate that my friend's house is a service that is needed, but it is very fortunate that it is there.
I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed that the shelter's still full, that it always is full, and many times there have been overflows, many times. It's really a sad situation.
We serve an average of 600 women and kids every single year. So about 100 women and kids use our shelter, and the rest either use our crisis phone or our outreach program. So it's a lot of women that we serve every single year, and these are new women. These aren't women who are repeats at all. So it's a high percentage. When I first started working at my friend's house 24 years ago, I didn't believe I'd be in this job 25 years later. I thought we wouldn't be needed. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and I know that we're going to be needed another 25 years from now. So I'm hoping that the community is going to support us for the next 25 years as they've had for the last 25.
The Ministry of Community and Social Services does fund my friend's house. However, there's a huge shortfall that has to be made up. We are a facility that's serving Georgian Triangle. The shortfall is in excess of $300,000 annually.
What we need from the community is really their support through resources, whether that's financial support or practical support. What is the reality for my friend's house is that we have to fundraise in order to keep our doors open. So whether it's donating financially, which is always the best way to support any kind of charity, we could also use folks' assistance, whether it's through in-kind services, the donation of even non-perishable food items, or if you buy a roll of paper towel for your home, buy one for the shelter as well. There's lots of different ways folks can actually support My Friend's House, but ultimately we need financial support. We need the donation of money, and then that way we can gear it to the places where we need it the most.
So I think donations really are the best way, and also people can leave a donation in their will. I think that would be a wonderful way to support My Friend's House.
So My Friend's House wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for those 6 women over 25 years ago who decided that abused women shouldn't have to leave this community in order to get help. So thanks to them for having the vision and having the guts and the perseverance to make this shelter a possibility. My Friend's House also needs to thank all of the volunteers over the last 25 years who have supported our organization in a variety of different ways. And we also have to say thank you to all of the staff who have given themselves and their time in order to support abused women in our community. We wouldn't be here without any of them. So for the next 25 years, it's my hope that we continue to have the community support us in a variety of different ways, whether it's donating of money, whether it's donating of time, whether it's just raising awareness and recognizing that abuse might be happening in your world. And if you think that somebody is being abused, that you tell them about My Friend's House and that we're here to help. We want to make sure that every woman in the Georgian Triangle is aware of us, that they know if they reach out for help, they're going to be supported, they're going to be believed, and we're going to work with them how they want us to work with them. We're never going to judge them. If they want help, we will give it. If they want time, we will give that too.